The U.S. Constitution never intended to give control of the Senate to the states. So the fundamental question at the Constitutional Convention in determining the representation schema in the bicameral legislature was a question of state power, not state power versus the national government, but big state power versus small state power. So the House of Representatives is based on population, that gives big states more power, and the Senate is based on equal representation, meaning equal power between the states. It's not about the states versus the national government. You can actually see more evidence for this in the differences between the Confederation Congress under the Articles of Confederation, USA 1.0, and the U.S. Constitution. So under the Articles of Confederation, you have a unicameral legislature where representatives are selected by their state legislatures. They serve for 1 year, they're subject to recall, they're paid by their states, and they must vote as a delegation. Contrast that to the U.S. Constitution, which goes out of its way to make these representatives, these senators, more independent, less reliant on their state governments. So how? Well, now they serve 6-year terms. And they are not subject to recall. They're not paid by their states. They're paid by the central government. They vote independently as individuals and not as a delegation. And they can run for re-election as many times as they want. So yes, they're still appointed originally by their state legislatures, but they're far more independent. In fact, power could flow the opposite direction. And this is finally finished with the 17th Amendment.